Phil here with Garage Talk. Tyler is actually joining me today too. He's going to help me out with a test/review of the acceleration boost in the Model Y. I'm going to have Tyler drive for me because, as it turns out, operating cameras while accelerating in a Tesla is no easy task. So I'm going to ride along passenger today. So the acceleration boost in the Model Y. This is something that you can add on to the dual model long range, and it gets you kind of halfway to the performance, right? Where I think the 0 to 60 typically on the Model Y is 4.8 or something like that. This is supposed to take it down to like a 4.1. It costs $2,000, and actually we're in Washington State, so to be exact, $2,163 with tax. But you know, I think the questions out there are, you know, what does it feel like? Is it different? Is it noticeable? And you know, obviously, is it worth the money? Which is it's a can of worms there. But I don't know. While we're on our way there to test this out, what are your initial thoughts, Tyler?
Things fast, man. Then it's just gonna be insane. It's just gonna be insane.
All right, so we are teeing up here for the 0 to 60 run with the acceleration boost. All right. All right, we'll have to throw up a timer here to see what that actually was, but well, there's your 0 to 90. Of course, we're not breaking any laws here. This is a 89 mile per hour highway.
Is that why I'm driving today?
yeah. That's exactly why you're driving. So I'll say that it feels. I mean, what do you think? You drove it before the acceleration boost, right? Do you feel like you noticed a difference? How does the power range feel different to you?
Oh, it's that initial rush. I mean, it's insane. And you were talking yesterday, like the normal gas-powered cars and everything with the rear-wheel drive just don't hook up the way this car hooks up. It's amazing.
I'm currently in the process of convincing Tyler to sell his Z71 truck and get the Cybertruck, and we're chipping away at that right now with the test drives here, I think.
It's pretty cool.
All right, we'll try and get one more in for you guys. All right, get another one for you. Do we have room to stop? Whoa. Yeah, so it sort of feels like to me that before the power kind of dropped off after like 30-40 miles an hour. You didn't feel quite as pulled back in your seat. Now it feels like a pretty consistent increased power band. We're on a fairly level flat ground here. We're completely stopped. 3, 2, 1. That had to be pretty close to 4 seconds, I think. So the question is it worth $2,000 and change for this extra, you know, 0.6, 0.7? The numbers will tell when we get back. Increase in speed. If you have $2,000 to blow and you want it because you're gonna beat a few more cars at the stoplight, I think it's I certainly feel like I've gotten value for the money. I will say though, on principle, and I don't know how you feel about this, Tyler, but I really don't like the idea that you're getting gated performance, right? Like, obviously the car is capable of going faster from when you bought it, but they've purposely held back performance to try and get the incremental spend, which is sort of new in the automotive space, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that goes for all cars, right? Like, they can make a car go much quicker, and then you get the LaFerrari, it's $2 million. It's like, oh, I can't afford that. I make 20 grand a year. So you always have to have a compromise. Now, is it worth an additional $2 grand on your $70,000 car? Yeah. I mean, what is that? Like 2-3% of the purchase price?
Yeah.
That's an easy decision, man. Throw it on there. Let me ball out.
If none of your friends believe you that you have the acceleration boost, that is listed here under the software. So you can see here, along with the full self-driving and the connectivity, the acceleration boost is listed here. Improved acceleration from 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds. or from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.4 seconds. I think Tesla is underselling this a little bit. They've been known to sort of, understate and over-deliver. I'm really curious to actually go and look at the timing of the 0 to 60 runs we just did. I'm gonna take a guess that we got into 4.1 territory, but we'll see. Oh boy. So, how wrong I was. We went back and reviewed the footage, did some timing, and we actually found that we were hardly able to break into the 4 seconds at all. So Tyler and I actually went back out. We spent a good 30-40 minutes doing several more runs on different areas, different grades, and on average, we got a 4.8. Now, that's what the car's supposed to be before the acceleration boost. So obviously, it doesn't sound great that with the $2,000 plus tax upgrade that you're getting the performance that you're supposed to get before the upgrade. So that was interesting. There's a few factors that I think though that contribute to that. One is that we're in Portland, we're in the Pacific Northwest here. It's probably about 39 degrees, 40 degrees outside. The roads are very wet today, it's raining, and our charge is about 50 or 60%. So all of those factors contribute to, I think, why we're not seeing that 4.2, that 4.1. So that time they're claiming clearly is a best case scenario conditions, right? Optimal weather and temperature, great road conditions. I have no doubt that we could hit a 4.2 in those conditions. So that being said, is it worth it? Again, I'll ask the question. You can definitely tell the difference. So before the acceleration upgrade and afterwards, there's no question that the car feels faster, which tells me that in these conditions, likely before the acceleration boost, I was probably doing somewhere around 5.4s, 5.5s. So just interesting to note there that while you're getting sort of that incremental improvement, I don't think everyone's gonna see that 4.2 that they're claiming. At least I didn't. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want me to do a different video, something else we were talking about too is, maybe just potentially the weight of a second passenger could affect that by, a few tenths of a second. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We've got all sorts of fun Model Y videos coming up. I put the towing capacity to the test yesterday, and I think you guys are really gonna enjoy that footage. We did get the tow package, so please like, subscribe. Let me know what you wanna see with the Model Y, and happy to see you guys on the next video.